Stop doing it for other people. Do it because you love it.
I am so overstimulated these days. Like, I have noticed that I cannot go to the bathroom without holding my phone in my hand and scrolling TikTok. That's really sad, and I don't know when I got to this point, but I'm realizing a few things about myself after quitting my job and like trying to kind of rediscover, I guess, Shay and her desires and her dreams. I chase money. I chase success. I chase the things that I think are going to get me there the quickest, and then it makes me extremely inauthentic. I'm also realizing that the devil is in the distraction. I don't know why I don't think that the dream that God gave me is not enough. And it's not that I don't think that. It's just that you see everyone and their mother succeeding in all these different ways, and you're like, why can't I do the same? So then you jump lily pads. You jump from this lily pad to this lily pad. My dad and I kind of have a saying about when you go through life and you go through like transitions and pivots, it's like jumping from lily pad to lily pad. But I am doing it in all the wrong ways. I am not believing in myself that I can do one or two things that I set my mind to. And just because things don't work out in the next 6 months doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. I think that we really got away from learning patience, learning that things and repetition take time, that it's about consistency and compound interest. And it's really crazy when you give yourself the space to breathe and to think and to not worry about creating or consuming or being something for the internet. Look, I really don't know what's gonna happen in life from here. I think I'm just in love with the process of starting something new. And I'm addicted to that feeling, to the feeling of, hey, this is new, this might work out for me. And as soon as the fresh car smell wears off, I'm jumping ship. I'm trying to find something else. I turn my head left and right and I look in this lane and see this person winning, so I try to jump in their lane. That's not life. God has a prosperous plan and a future for every single person, and it's different from everyone around you. And I really felt like he was, speaking to me in this way of, why is my dream that I have for you not enough? And it really hit me. Maybe you're feeling like this too. I don't know. I just feel like there is so much consumerism out there with short form content and just influencers that have packages on packages every single day at their doorstep. That's not normal life. And it shouldn't be normal life. You're trying to fill gaps and voids by buying it and getting the external validation, when in reality all you need is your own validation and God's will. Like, yeah, it feels nice to have a pat on the back, like, hey, you're doing great, this is affecting other people and in the best way. Are you trying to get external validation? Are you trying to be successful to get the nice fancy things? I really had to check myself this week, and I think it's so easy to get lost in just the perspective of thinking that everything's gonna come easy, and people have it a lot harder than I do, and a lot harder than many people, and they keep going and they don't give up and they still have a smile on their face. So why can't I? Why can't you? Like this morning I had to take my dog to the vet, and I was sitting there in my car with the windows down waiting, and I just incessantly grab my phone and start scrolling all the different apps. But then I looked up and I saw these two birds just playing with each other, just flying around and jumping on this power line, and they looked like they were almost playing hide and seek or, chase. Then I started hearing all the other birds in the wind and in the trees, and I just realized, like, we get so distracted. Like, our minds are so consumed with our thoughts that it's almost impossible to be present where we are in the moment. I don't want to live like that anymore. And I don't know if this means getting off short form content, getting off Instagram and TikTok, and then just focusing on connection and YouTube and doing things that I actually love. And this is what I mean by do
Get back to doing what you love because it lights your soul on fire, not because of what other people think or you think it's gonna be your quick roadmap to success. Every time you're gonna burn out if that's the reason, if that's the motivator of why you're doing something. It's only a matter of time. Like I could hear the birds right now and I don't have a distraction. I'm just talking to my camera. Being in silence is kind of nice. I think we're way too dopamine'd up with constant pings and emails, and my computer is right there. TV, we watch TV every night for dinner. But it's really cool how loud God's voice can get when you're quiet, when your distractions are quiet. So look, that thing you're chasing, think about why you're chasing it. Does it bring you joy? Do you love doing it? And if you don't love doing it, stop doing it and find the thing that you actually love. Whether it's gonna bring you success or it doesn't. Success is all relative. I think it's time to slow down, and that's what's so cool about being in your 30s is you get perspective of having the ability to slow down and realizing what really does matter. And it's not the $100,000 job a year or the nice car or the 100,000 Instagram followers. At the end of the day, do you have someone to come home to that you love? Do you have a passion project that you're working on? I'm writing a memoir. Don't tell anyone. That's another thing. I got away from writing my life story because I'm so distracted by this thing and TikTok and just thinking that I can get a quick 50,000 followers and then live my best life. And that's just it's not important. It's really not important to me. So I don't know why I got sucked up in all of this. But I guess my point of this whole thing is get back to why you started and really audit. Like, are you spreading yourself too thin? Do you have shiny object syndrome? What's bringing you joy? What do you wake up in the morning thinking about? What gets you excited? Get back to that and start doing those things for no other reason than the fact that you just love it. I don't have like an organic thought of my own, it feels like. So I don't know. Am I the only millennial feeling this way? I have no idea, but I really hope that you pay attention and you listen to your heart and what you actually desire and what sets your soul on fire.